Hello and welcome to Diablo 3, Season 17, patch 2.6.5. This is starter guide for the Crusader class. Crusaders get the Invoker set this season. So, as you probably know, the season theme for this season is a season of Lon. But obviously you need a bit of a starter set. Hopefully you might get a bit lucky in the early stages where you get a few ancient legendaries, chuck them on, play a build, chuck Bless Shield on, chuck Condemn on, whatever. It'll probably be a lot more damage, but if you don't, then we'll hit right into this and show you basically what you can do with Thorns Invokers. Obviously Invokers all about Thorns damage. So I'm going to jump straight into skills and show you which setup to use, what's the best setup to use for Thorns Invokers. I'm going to be using this setup all the way through yellow gear, 2-piece, 4-piece, and obviously the 6-piece. So let's jump in with Punish Calamity, more block chance, more attack speed. As you can see, this attacks very fast. So more attack speed, the faster you're attacking, the more Thorns damage you're doing. Consecration, Bed of Nails. Chuck these under elite packs. Anyone that walks into the area gains 100% of your Thorns damage every second. Iron Skin, Reflective Skin. This is basically you use this before you use your other skills, because as you can see, your Thorns is increased by 300%. You only get 4 seconds, so you've got to time it correctly. Steed Charge, Spike Bond. Basically, pop your Steed Charge, run through it. 500% Thorn damage every second to enemies which you ride through. Obviously, you pop Iron Skin first, then ride through them. You're going to do a lot more damage. Bombardment, Barrel of Spikes is very important for force bonus, but you use this anyway because each time you drop a barrel, it increases 2% of your Thorns damage. And we're using Across Champion for the rally just to get the reduced cooldown. Obviously, you pop Across Champion rally. I'll just pop Bombardment there. You pop Across Champion, and Bombardment is obviously reduced cooldown by 12 seconds, which is really cool. For the passives, we're using Fervor. We're obviously using a Dagger. Daggers are really fast. So fast. So we're using the Dagger, so more attack speed, more cooldown reduction. Iron Maiden, staple on every single Thorns build that you can ever use. This will increase your Thorns damage by 50%. Finery, every single piece of gear that has a gem in it is increased by 1.5%. The staple on a lot of Crusader builds, most Crusader builds to be precise. Obviously I don't have any gems in here because this is brand new, level 70, whack. This is what I've made out of it. And Lord Commander for your Steed Charge and your Bombardment reduced cooldowns. Obviously we don't know Phalanx in this build, so it's just for the top part of that. And we'll jump straight into the gear. Basically I'm full yellow. Cast this at level 70. I'm trying to go for as much Thorns damage as I can. Obviously I've got a yellow gem in my weapon because obviously I'm on PTR. I'm currently on the PTR at the minute, but it always puts the biggest gem you've got. Marquee gems are obviously what you're going to have. Maybe some Imperials once you get level 70. Marquee gems what you're going to have. Obviously all these are going to be a little bit different. White gem, sorry, in your gear gives you a bit more resistance, and then a white gem in your helm obviously gives you a massive cooldown. But you want to basically get as much Thorns damage as you can. You don't need crit in this build. Thorns cannot crit, so crit damage, crit chance, get rid of it. Change it to whatever, attack speed, vitality. At level 1, with your blood shards, you get 450 blood shards at the start of each season if you do the challenge rift. So you can get, where are we? You can get Heart of Iron. Gains Thorns equal to 300% of your vitality. So if you look at my Thorns damage now, it's at 107. If I take this off, it drops down to 84. That is a massive chunk. So if you get Heart of Iron early on, or even when you're leveling, whack it in the cube at the start at level 70 and you are golden. But it's very easy to play this build. Basically, you don't do a lot of damage from your Punish just yet. Most of the damage comes from obviously all your Thorns abilities you're going to use. And I'll chuck that at the top while we move on to the 2 set. Right, for the 2 set bonus, This is basically use exactly the same skills. You'll be using the same skills throughout the whole thingy. One thing I want to mention though is if you can get Heart of Iron, which I don't actually have currently in there, I've just got random things that don't do anything. If you get the Heart of Iron, then Vitality is very, very important. So get as much Vit as you can on gear. Make sure you got Strength, Vit, and then whatever on most of your gear. Like I said, no crit, no crit damage, crit chance. Attack speed is obviously very, very key. But for the 2-step bonus, it says your Thorns now deals damage to enemies in 15-yard radius around you. Each time you hit an enemy with Punish, Slash, or Block, sorry. Obviously we're using Punish currently. It says an attack your Thorns is increased by 350%. 350%, that is massive. You get in a big fight, so I reckon you can pump this up to T4. In yellows you can easily do T1. Maybe a bit faster if you drop it down to Master, Expert, whatever, but you can easily do T1 with the complete yellows. It says, but I think T4, you can easily pump it up. I'll pump video above us. It says, that'll be T2. See how easy it is. To be honest, T4, possibly easy. And then we'll jump straight into the 4 set, and this is where it becomes quite important. I am guessing, oh, I didn't even put my gems in. Anyways, I am guessing at what pieces you get through the season journey. I'm thinking it's braces and shoulders. So you can see I've got an ancient pair of shoulders. I could take all this Thorns gear off, leave that ancient pair of shoulders on. Since now I've got 750 damage increased damage from the long buff. So it's a bit touch and go with what you do. But this is still a very, very good start. Not a fast start, not as good as Shadow and Pale, but very, very good start. With the 4-set bonus is you take 50% less damage for 20 seconds after damaging an enemy with Bombardment. That's very, very key. You've got to damage an enemy with that. You can get a belt called the Belt of Trove, which I don't even think I've got one, but there'll be one there somewhere, but it's called Belt of the Trove. And that basically uses Bombardment every 6 seconds, if I'm correct. Let's have a look. Where's B's? Belt of the Trove. Yeah, Belt of the Trove. Every 6 seconds, call down a Bombardment. There you go, 50% damage reduction every time you call down a Bombardment. I think it does work with the Barrel of Spikes, but also you've got it to cast yourself as well for more damage, so that's really, really important. And that's the only difference. Just make sure you hit someone with Bombardment when you're doing it, because it says after you damage an enemy with Bombardment you get 50% less damage, so that is really, really good for your damage reduction. And then for the 6th piece, which is where it all comes in, the attack speed of Punish and Slash is increased by 50% and deals 15,000% of your Thorns damage to the first enemy hit. That is massive. You can easily pump that up to T10. I'll test it on T10, but you can easily pump that up. Okay, maybe I was being a little bit optimistic with T10, but T7 is perfect. You struggle a bit because obviously Bombardment has a 60-second cooldown. You are lowering that with your Lord Commander by 35%. And I wish it actually told you what it was, but it doesn't. But hey ho. So you want to try to stack a bit of cooldown on your gear. Obviously, all this new gear you'll be getting, you need to stack a bit of Thorns gear. Thorns damage is down to 98 because obviously that's got Thorns on it anyway. In fact, scrap that completely because all Invokers gear comes with Thorns. I completely forgot. Yeah, all Invokers gear will have Thorns damage on it. Thorns, Thorns, Thorns. You want to be stacking physical. You want to get rid of that crit and stack Vitality. And stack Vitality where you can if you've got the Heart of Iron, which I still don't have it on. So that is more damage again. But it's all about your Thorns damage. So yeah, I took a little video on at the end of here, just to show you basically a T7 full yellow gear, not a single Paragon in there. Obviously by the time you get your 6th piece you'll probably be Paragon 50 plus, so you get a bit of movement speed, bit of everything else. Obviously for your Paragon you want to scrap, crit chance, crit damage till the end. Cooldown is very important, attack speed is important, but I'd go cooldown first. Obviously life, armor, all resist. Probably go life then armor. And then Don't need resource cost reduction because basically not really much uses. In fact, I don't think anything uses. No, you're basically using a generator, so you do not need resource cost reduction. Area damage is pretty good on Thorns. I'm led to believe, I'm not 100% sure on that, but life per hit is really good because obviously you're whacking very quick. So life per hit, area damage, resource, gold find, obviously movement speed. Haven't tested whether vitality is better than strength. I'm not sure, but that's something we can test. But this is just obviously basic starter build. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. I'm not going to put out a great amount of content. I am playing Crusader next season, so that's all I'm really focusing on. But thanks for watching, and see you next time.
Not ready yet.